Everything is both incredibly that deep and also not that deep at all. Because here's the thing, the balance is really hard to integrate, but it's also very necessary. Because here's the thing, if you are constantly intentionally doing things, then that's great, that's fine. But if you do not allow for time to do things unintentionally, you can't actually really see where you're at. And the reason that I say that is because the conscious can program the subconscious, right? Like that's kind of the hack, if you will, of being able to just naturally go towards things. Is you figure out what you want in your conscious, you align with that shit, and then it goes into your subconscious, and that's how it goes, right? If you are constantly living in your conscious, that's exhausting. That's exhausting. So the whole point is like sometimes you have to be a little bit unintentional with things. Otherwise, you just end up in this state of hyper awareness. And when you're hyper aware, then you can't allow things to just flow. Hyper awareness, let me put it this way. There are certain levels of consciousness where you can be aware but also be relaxed. But that is an extremely hard state for a lot of people to get into. So a lot of the time what ends up happening is the awareness is actually just hyper awareness, and you don't know how to actually relax into it. And that just means that you're in fight or flight, which is not something that you want. So all of this is to say is you have to it's almost like when you're planning a vacation, and if you want to be an extreme planner, then you have to plan to not have plans, right? Same thing is true whenever you're trying to integrate things and do things differently. You have to allow for time for things to not be that deep. And then you can reflect on it later and be like, all right, what happened here that I want to fix, I want to change, that I think I could do better in the future during my time of not having it be that deep. So it is incredibly that deep because it tells you exactly where you're at subconsciously. But also, in order for you to actually be able to see that, you have to do some things incredibly not intentionally and incredibly not that deep. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, love you, bye.